Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be cataloging and embossing all of my books with my scanner and my embosser, this bad boy. And then I'm also going to be scanning all of my books into the app Libib. Libib. There's a guy on TikTok that I've seen this from, Jake, I think his name is. And I know other people have talked about it, but we're going to scan all of the books in. I'm going to try to get as many as I can. I may organize as I do this. I don't know if I'm going to for sure, though, because I'm going to go buy more books at some point, and I don't want to have to redo it. So we're just going to start from here and kind of keep going, and I'm going to watch some Criminal Minds in the background. So let's go. Let's go. So we're starting over here, and I'm going to point y'all there to where I'm going to be at. I will show you at some point how to do it, but we're just going to kind of get going. First, I think I'm going to start with all of my sports romance. I am choosing to catalog them to a sports romance and romance. I still haven't figured out if I'm going to catalog Lauren Asher because I really didn't want to separate authors, but I think we're going to go separate authors. So let's go. Okay. So first off, I think I'm going to do all of my L. Kennedy books, which are all of these books here. Okay. So we're going to start with the off-campus series first. I'm going to show you guys kind of how I'm doing it, my setup that I got going on. Yeah, y'all can see me. So I just have all of my books set up here. And so I have all my books set up here. This is kind of my little station I got going on. And we're going to take the book. So this is the deal. We're going to scan it in. First, I got to make sure I'm in this board. The bar. Okay. The scanner was not on for that first scan. Now we're going to search for it. Now it's added, and then as we scan them in, we're also going to emboss them. So I already did some of my books when I first got my embosser and before I got my scanner, just on the Libib app. So, and then we're going to take a page. Okay. And we're just going to continue like that. I just kind of ripped that page. I also just embossed that way too strong, but it's fine. It's fine. So I just kind of ran into the first problem. This book, so The Dixon Rule by L. Kennedy, is not showing up in their system. I've tried to log it a few different times, and the ISBN is not showing up. I can search it though. And I'm kind of worried that some of my newer books are going to do this, like the newer released. Okay. So it did show up once I searched it. It showed up a few different ones. I'm trying to find the one that matches my code, my ISBN code. Um, so there's not. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So it is locked now. I just had to hand search the book. So that is like a problem I may run into with some of these. I'm curious if it will happen again. But if you do run into that kind of issue, you can just search them, which is nice. That it does have the search bar. Rather than having to log every single one. Next, we are going to put the books back on the shelf, which is gonna be the fun part. Because my room is kind of covered in things. And so, fun fact, I don't have like a system of how I was gonna do this. So, but after they're logged, we're gonna put them up, which is always gonna be the fun part of this. And then just kind of putting in order. Okay. So fun fact, I kind of need to like redo all of these shelves. They're not like the perfect height. So this shelf, fun fact, was not supposed to be like a true bookshelf to have like so many shelves. But me and my dad are gonna modify it to be that type of shelf. Instead of wasting it. We kind of basically are gonna turn it into our own Billy bookshelf. But some of these books are just a little bigger and they're kind of a tight squeeze. So, but next, I'm glad I was logging those into my sports romance though, because those all were sports romance. And that's kind of what I'm doing first is all of my sports romance. So next we're gonna take the Mile High, the Windy City series. Bro, why don't I remember the name of this series? And then we're also gonna take the Playing with Keep series. I'm currently reading one of them, and it's on my bed, so I grab that one. It's on my bed back here. Let's go. Hold on. So I do have Criminal Minds in the background. If anybody is wondering that noise, I actually don't know how much you guys can hear it. At all, but I'll find out once I edit this. The scanner does turn off after a while, which I do like. But so yeah, you have to literally just click it on once to get it to turn on, and then click it again. And so some of these books I'm getting into are these covers were not published by a publisher. They were self-published. So I was curious if they were gonna show up, but all books have a ISBN code, so I knew they should show up. And then okay, yeah. Ooh. So those pages were thicker. I'm gonna try to do these in order of these series, but yeah. Oh my god. I'm also finding post notes. So before I was actually started to buy bookmarks, I used post-it notes. Not post-it notes. Postcards. So whatever these cards are. And in all my books. So all of my books have like one chilling, especially ones I've read. So because I used to just take a pack and open a pack, use the pack for different books. So fun fact, y'all, which I need to get around. I have never finished this book. I've never finished Unravel Me, even though I love Adam. And you can kind of tell like by like the quality my books are in that I've never finished this one. But I love Adam. Like I love Adam. So I don't know why I've never finished it. I'm gonna try to read it this year. Actually, that's one of my main goals. Not my main goal, but that's one of my big goals of 2025 is to read it in its full entirety. These pictures are a little thicker, I'm noticing, so they're a little harder to scan. Okay, now what we're really gonna get into is the bone I gotta pick with Becca Mac about this. Please tell me why she decided that she was going to take these books, become get a publisher, which is great. Love that they picked her up. Love that she now is actually a published author with a publishing company. I feel like that's amazing. Thank you, Slowburn, for publishing her. But the fact that she will not publish the final two books with the original covers angers me. Because I'm gonna be so honest, I'm probably not gonna go and buy the full set of books again. I don't typically do that. So the fact that I have two different books that are different, like even like I think they're different heights. Yeah, like different sizes, different heights. Like no, that's just annoying. So fun fact, Liz Tomford just announced something about the final book in the Windy City series, and announced that like she's getting published and there's new covers, and but you can still buy it for like limited edition. And when I tell you, I pre-ordered that so quickly. So I don't think I've ever pre-ordered something. It was actually really ironic. So I was already pre-ordering the new Hunger Games novel, Sunrise on the Reaping. I was also pre-ordering the new set of hardbacks for all the Hunger Games novels. So I was already making that order, and so I just added the book onto that. And it was actually, I think that ended up being my friend. I had $20 off on Barnes and Noble. Okay, next we're gonna do the Windy City series. Oh my god! Fun fact: I've also never finished this book. I need to get back. That if you can tell, that's how far I got into it, and then I'm honestly just gonna restart it. Let me just move my bookmark to the beginning because I think, honestly, if I'm gonna be so honest, I think I would love this book. I love Caught Up. Caught Up is probably my favorite book in the series. But I could not, for the life of me, get into my laptop just turned off. I could not for the life of me get into play along. And I think I really just need to give it a true chance. Um and like really just go for it and try it. But yeah. I was a little disappointed in myself that I failed when reading these books. So fun fact, my laptop is old. And so it doesn't like to turn on like a normal laptop. It's a really bad battery, so I have to do this. And I have to have lots of patience. There you go. It turned up. I know it's when it goes on because it starts making like the whirring, and that's how I know it's turning on. So give my book. Also fun fact: this whole thing, is how I'm turning my camera on and off, and it's amazing. And probably it came with my tripod. It's Bluetooth to my phone, and it's amazing. It's very convenient to like be able to walk away and just on and off. This, instead of walking towards the camera, it's kind of cutting out a lot of like editing I'll have to do where I would typically like walk away, walk to the camera, back and forth. So yeah, I also just fully zoned out. I hope everybody caught that. Also, fun fact, so I always have nails. Can you guys tell what's wrong with my nails currently? One, I took the polish off this one. It also has a cut in it from where I chopped my finger, chopped my nail when I was cutting fruit, and then my nail cracked in half today. I will say this set is like 4 weeks old, so it's very much time for me to get a new set. I'm very excited about my new set. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do something pink. They almost blend in with my sweater I'm currently wearing. But my nails. The other thing I really like about LibBib, it's finally my computer's finally working again. Is it does log in, so I can log on to LibBib on my computer and on my phone, and see how many books I have, log books, things like that. So you do not have to have the scanner to do this. I'm just choosing to do this way. I also can sort the books by title, by published, by author, so which I find a little fun. I'm just gonna add items. Back to sports romance. Okay, back to the book I was on before. So my scanner did in fact turn off. So that's the scan to turn it back on, and so yeah. I will say I should be reading right now. I'm choosing to log books tonight instead of reading. I'm not going to get through all of this. This is probably going to become a series where I get to kind of chat with you guys and log books. And if y'all hate that, let me know. If you guys love it, let me know that. But I think I'm kind of liking it. Just chatting and logging books. Kind of fun. Guys can see a little bit of my life. This is my bed right next to me. So, I think I will one day run out of room for all my books, and we're not going to talk about what I'm going to do when that day happens. I will say when I found the Windy City series, I fell in love. I know this is very controversial. Like, actually, it's really not. I will just say, I think I had this flipped on the wrong side. I'm gonna go ahead and. I just feel that the first book. Here we go. It gets way too much heat. Like, we talk about that. Not even hate. I wouldn't say people hate it. I just don't feel like it gets enough love for being the first book. And I know people do have like very valid reasons to not like Xander or Stevie. Like, I get y'all are valid in that. I don't know. I just feel bad for them sometimes because like all the other books in the series get so much love, but them. No one loves them. It's so sad to me. I'm like, these two characters don't get any love on this app. And when I mean app, I mean TikTok. I really don't know how YouTube feels about it. Just find out, but like, they don't get enough love. Like, they started this whole series. If you have to think about it, without Stevie and Xander's, Indy and Ryan would have never met. I will say, I think like the other couples were destined to be with each other, but like me and Ryan would have never met, and we love them, so can't hate on them and love them. Just my opinion. Okay, I gotta go put these now back on the shelf. So currently, if we want to update of how many books I have logged, I currently have 57 books in here. I had collections. I currently have, what I like this. I have 18 sports romance novels, and I really haven't added much into the other ones, and 36 YA slash dystopian novels. So, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go put these. I grabbed another stack of books. I grabbed my big stack. So this stack has some normal, typical romance in it. So we're gonna have to like filter as we do this. That again, this turns off after, like, if you're not constantly using this, it will turn off. So we got First Down by like Grace Riley. I actually love this book. This was my kind of first intake into football romances. Really hadn't read much of it. That was before this one, but I thoroughly did enjoy this book. I know there's 2 more in the series, and I need to buy them, but I haven't yet, so that's a me problem. And then we got Breakaway. I have not read Breakaway yet. So fun fact, I have a lot of series I need to complete, but we don't talk about it because she knows. Sometimes, okay, I'm gonna be so honest, sometimes it takes me a good bit to get into a book, and then by the time I finish that book, I want to move on to something else. This year I'm kind of forcing myself to finish series. Since I'm rereading the Playing for Keeps series, I am gonna go read other books. I am trying to reread Butcher and Blackboard and then read Leather and Lark before the final book comes out. Because I've never read Leather and Lark and I own it. So yeah. Okay, so this is where we're gonna get a little interesting. These 2 books are not sports romances. They're just typical romance. Identity and then Imposter. I've never read Imposter. No, there's I think a 3rd book to this. I think it's the 3rd sibling, and then Identity. I loved Identity when I read it. I will say, it took me a good bit to get into Identity. It was definitely like we were gonna fight a little bit when I first read this book. It took me a good little bit to get into it. I was like, what is happening? She was very moody for a good bit. And I will say, if I don't like a main character kind of right away, it does take me a longer to get into it. This is gonna sound really awful. I will read the longest chapter books in the world. You can give me as many chapters as you want. I beg of people to not give me long chapters, though. You can give me a long book. Just please, please don't give me long chapters. This was like scanning so much just now. It's Imposter, the 2nd book in the series. But like genuinely, please give me long books, short chapters. Well, you can give me so many chapters. Just stop giving me freakishly long books, y'all. I'm so tired of it. I keep clenching my teeth when I'm doing this. Okay. Next, we are getting to the Maples Hills novels, and these are so controversial. They're really not. It's just this one, and you'll know which one this is. I feel bad for her. She gets hate, but I feel bad for her. But we're gonna log them. So start. Next, we gotta go back into the sports romance. Okay. Okay. I do like that this puts the covers in there. It hasn't done it for all of them, but I do like that it's doing it for the majority of them. Ooh. Okay, that's barely on there. I'm gonna do this twice, even though I will feel awful about it. I will say some of these books have very flimsy, like thin pages. That's how the off-campus series, or at least my copies of the off-campus series are. I don't know how the new covers are. I actually, fun fact, I've never read the Briary series. That is on one of my lists for 2024. Five. is to read the Briary series. I think that I'm gonna start buying them when I go to Barnes and Noble next. It's this quality paper. Oh my god, the way I could just tell when I grab. But and okay, I'm gonna actually literally it, like almost rips through. I have a bone to pick. These are the same publishing companies. Okay, this is the same publishing company. The books are the same size. Why? I don't know how to describe the feeling, but these covers have more of a glossy texture, but these ones have the matte texture. But these pages are lower quality. These pages are higher quality. Why? Why? That is my question. Why, everybody? Why? Why? Okay, now I gotta switch back. We now are running into my Megan Quinn novels. This is my only non-sports romance Megan Quinn book. This is, I meant to read this at Christmas. I did not. I'm either not going to read it for a whole year or I'll read it next Christmas. But it's How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I have the Barnes and Noble's exclusive cover, which these covers are just a different color. That's literally all they are. That didn't scan. Sorry, I have Criminal Minds playing in the background. Like I'm not fully paying attention to what I'm doing. Also, I'm gonna so honest. Some of these authors are getting like getting like these a lot of the indie authors I like are getting deals with oh my god, I just did that one backwards, y'all. Are getting deals with publishing companies, and it makes me so happy for them. But it's so weird because the covers will get changed, or I'll find an author when they're indie, and then I'll find them once they go like with a publisher, and then it weirds me out for a good bit. Like that's how I found Megan Quinn, was when she was still indie. Bro, I know you exist. Okay, so we're running into that issue again, where the book is not popping up in this system. Okay, so how my neighbor stole Chris. I'm hoping it pops up. I really don't want to have to write Megan Quinn in. Yeah, okay. But I again like this is another one. It's showing the different covers. This one's not. This is just showing like the Jupiter stuff copy. I just need a copy of this into my system. Okay, we're switching back to sports romance though. Okay. Next, we got her Vancouver Agitators books. I own 3 out of the series. I've only read the middle one. I've read the middle one multiple times. I've never read the previous 2. I did this to myself. So fun fact, when I bought the middle one, I didn't realize it was part of the series, and I've since not one. Actually, I think this is. Oh, these books are so pretty though. But again, these are not published by a publishing company. These are just our self-published books. I do love this series. This second book, 8 when I first read it. 8. I do think I need to take the time and read the rest of them, but 8. It was a good age gap too. Age gap romance? That one? Oh my god, I'm oh, they didn't see that. I just totally ripped that page. That just made me so sad. It didn't rip all the way, but it did rip. Oh, this is about to be a very, very long video that I feel like I'm gonna have to edit too much, and I don't want to. This is the book I've been talking about this book changed me. The right man, wrong time. This was so good. The fake dating, the age gap. everything, the internshipness, like, oh, college, him. Oh my god, I love this book. I could say so many good things about this book. I loved it. It was so good. Like, I read that book 2 years ago. I read it. So I have certain books that I reread once a year, and this is probably going to be one of those. I've only owned it for 2, and I'll probably reread it again this year. Hopefully, I'll reread it again this year when I read these ones. This is the first book in the series. And I'm hoping that I will read. Yeah. I have many goals this year, y'all. Right man, right time. Oh my god, did I say the wrong title? I think I did. That but yeah. These books are good. Also, I've got okay, we're actually kind of getting a dent in my books. We're really not. We just don't want to go. We're not hitting a dent at all. We've hit a shelf and a half of books. Now I'm gonna go put these up. My thing just turned off. Oh my god, I'm trying to mute this. Are you on? He's dying on me. It keeps flashing at me. I'm annoyed at it. Bro, I'm gonna hurt. Okay. So my thing is like lagging right now. It's this little thing I've been using. I've got this shelf done basically. I don't have my tripod loosened at all, so like I keep trying to move y'all so you guys can see more, and it's not working. But that angle me. I have this whole shelf has been cataloged now, which is a good bit of my books. Kind of proud of it. Eventually, this whole shelf will be full. And like I'm kind of giving myself room to grow too by turning this into so many shelves. We also are taking there's little holes in the side of these. We're gonna put holes in the middle of the holes because why not? I do have some books down here. I think we're gonna stop cataloging though because if I'm correct, it is 9:48 at night. I've been up since 6:30, 7ish. This morning, I still need to do laundry, adult things, and then I also want to read some tonight, and I want to film a TikTok maybe. But this was fun. Actually, I really enjoyed this. I will probably make more videos kind of like this style, where it's just me sitting and doing something and talking to you all. I want to show you guys my stamp, but I don't think I can get this. Oh, I'm really afraid to break this, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, but I do like this. I like that I can lock it. And this one was nice. So this was a Christmas gift, but it comes in this. I do want to get the gold foil for some of them, for like my really nice ones or the ones I really love, like my Hunger Games special editions that I'm buying. I don't want to like use this one on it. I want to get the gold foil. Update on the amount of books I have logged in. I will give in just a second. I think it should be at 100 if I'm correct. I'm gonna log in. Give me 1 second. It is the total of books logged is 90 and we haven't, and that was just like really that shelf over there, and then some of the ones I've had logged. My scanner just turned off. I love about this scanner though is it goes, you can put this like right here, it just USB, and then you put this in here. It's not, I almost did that too. And then I'm kind of just storing it on the shelf until I figure out how I'm going to store everything. But this was fun. I enjoyed this. Stop filming on myself in the middle of filming. I have enjoyed this though, so thank you. And I will see you guys next time.